You can fuck the future, so the future fucks you.
What the hell was that? Holy shit. Welcome,
Box. Was.
We're already there tonight. Huh. Welcome, Box Earth Nation. Welcome to Live with Alan. Tonight we're going to be talking about the dangers of in-person and online dating. And then after I rant about that for a little bit, we're going to talk with John Harbinger of several bands, actually. But tonight we'll be focusing on what would you call that, your noise band?
Well, it's we'll say it's a grindcore band.
Your noisecore grind band.
Yes.
HateFuck. So welcome one and all. If you have questions, comments, things you want us to talk about, throw them in the comments. And as always, InfoWarsStore.com, link in the description. Oh yeah, you're in for this. So here's what I want to talk about is the dating scene nowadays, and you know, I myself am not a part of it. Terrible at social interaction. Never been good. But here's the problem with it is everybody is so concerned with getting people to hit on them. You know, if someone, if you like someone, there's a whole lot of terror in going after them, because, you know, how do you know they're not going to turn around, screenshot anything you tell them and be like, look at this fag right here hitting on me. Who does he think he is? I'm way better than him. In Austin Hamlin production. And you know, that's fucked up. You know, you work up the nerve to send a message, and in today's day and age, everyone communicates digitally. There's nothing in person anymore. And you just get shot down. And what I think a lot of people forget is there is another human being reaching out for some sort of connection there, and you're just going to shit all over them and laugh at them with your friends. There's no wonder online dating has taken off, and it's the most popular thing going today. Really.
Which way do you swipe, folks?
I swipe front to back, otherwise I might get an infection. And Austin Hamlin production.
There we go.
The laughing gentleman over in the chair is John, and we will be talking with him in just a minute.
That's who that is.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yep, that's me. I'm that
no,
guy.
you don't exist yet.
I was confused.
Don't exist. So, what we're going to do, Adam was supposed to be here tonight. He is running just a little bit late.
No. We both know where he is.
On a date, you say?
Yes.
I wonder what his name is. But what I'm going to do is we're going to get our senior correspondent, Adam, to go do a very special report on the dangers of online dating. You know, we figure, you know, give him about a week to get a report together, gather his facts, talk to some hoes and thoughts. You know, I don't know where that term came from. That's another thing that fucking bothers me. What the hell is a thought?
Stands for that hoe over there.
Well, thank you, John.
I just recently found that out myself.
Ah.
I realize I don't exist, but I had to interject there.
We're white as hell.
Actually, looking at you through the actual cameras here, all three of us are very, very white.
You're the whitest.
Only because I have the background.
I'd actually argue that as far as actual skin tone goes, I'm definitely whiter than Austin.
Really?
Yep.
Here, come here. How are we?
We can't do that through the camera. You just can't.
The light is reflecting more off of my skin than his.
I look straight up pale right now. I look like I am literally just...
Austin, you need some sun. You look sick, boy. Nipples. Shirt up.
What? Please no.
No.
Okay. So that is where we are tonight. But without much further ado, John, welcome officially. Welcome to the show.
Oh, hi, I exist now.
You do.
Yeah,
You
here
do.
we go.
So, John, you are involved in several things, but you want to talk about... You're going to focus on one band tonight. And what is the name of that band?
Well, that band is called HateFuck. Really, really happy to be here plugging some of our stuff, and I'm more than happy to talk about any of the other bands too, if you'd like. But we'll start with HateFuck for now. So, is there any particular questions you have for me about them? Or?
Yeah. How did that get started?
Oh, so this is a fun story. So I owe the foundation of not just this band, but my previous grindcore band, Menstrual Sewage, to the wonderful folks in the band Hydrakill. Both times, their drummer either fell mysteriously ill or had some kind of freak injury and couldn't make it to a show that we had booked with them. So, an improvised grindcore band was formed in the case of Menstrual Sewage days, and in the case of HateFuck hours before the show. So, in the case of HateFuck, I get a message that night, something about the drummer, can't make the gig. So, I was like, well, shit, now I gotta figure something out. Because they were gonna headline.
Mm-hmm.
Now my headliner's gone. So I gotta do something stupid to open the show and push someone else to the headliner. Couldn't get Menstrual Sewage to come back and do an improv gig. Okay. So, because we were into actually trying to write music at that point. So I was like, there's only one other person that's crazy enough to do this. I'm going to call Davis Mullen. And he's like, if you can find a drummer, I'm in. So my buddy Ryan Pearson was going to be at the show anyways. He was a punk drummer. I'm like, oh, you can play Skank Beats. Close enough. He's like, my kit's all the way back at my house. That's a ways away. I'm like, hang on just a second. Dudes in Opterics were like, you can borrow our drum kit, any other gear you want. That's fine. So we borrowed Chris Baker's drum kit. And then when we got to the venue, we ran into Chris Gay, the bass player from Davis's other band, Reticle. Mm-hmm. And we were just like, fuck it, why not? Hey, Chris, you want to play bass? I don't have my bass. You can borrow Opterics' bass. And so was the initial lineup of HateFuck. And we played for about 13 minutes. That video, I think, is still on Ryan's wife's Facebook page somewhere.
Plug for Ryan's wife? You said Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan's wife?
So Actually, I should see if I can pull that video from her page and upload it somewhere, because that's kind of legendary. The first HateFuck show. That was
So
almost.
would you say it would be a link in the description?
If I can pull it, I will send it
There,
to you later.
there you go.
Link in a future description.
But yeah, that was fun. And then Davis decided to announce on stage that we were going to do a CD, and it was going to be called Brutal Swag. And I don't know if he was just drunk or how that came to be, but because he said it, I was like, well, okay, this was supposed to be a one-off, but now you told people that we're putting out a record, so we're putting out a record. And so a friend of mine in Australia fixed us up with a logo and some artwork and all sorts of other stuff. I haven't talked to John Gardner in years, but I would love to hear from him if he's tuning into this.
John Gardner, god damn it. Hey, Sean Staub is turning in.
Yeah, he wants to know.
Oh, nice.
He wants to know why this is so entertaining.
Actually, the guys in HateFuck the guys in Trihexan. Wow, the liquor's coming in already. The guys in Trihexan.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, the guys in Trihexan are actually HateFuck's biggest fans, so
Oh,
big
yeah?
shout out to them. We did lots of shows with them. Actually, when we released the Brutal Swag EP, which was a 4-song EP that was about 2 minutes long, opening with the glorious song "Attack of the Fupa." Trihexan played a show with us right when we put that out, and Greg was so enamored by what he heard, he was like, "You guys have a CD out? I will trade you our CD for yours." I'm like, "You are so getting the bad end of this deal." He's like, "I don't care." So I got one of my favorite records that I've heard to date, and he got that shit.
Why don't I have a CD?
We only released like 20 of them, and
Fucking-
they all sold out.
A Sound of Thunder and Ashes of Mankind have both gifted me CDs.
Dude, we sold out of those almost instantly.
I didn't ask
everyone
how
in
they sold.
Australia and fucking Belgium bought them up.
I didn't ask.
And you're currently in here wearing brewery stuff, and you didn't bring us beer.
Yeah, that's my fault. I should have brought some beer. But shout out to my wonderful friends at Adroit Theory. I will see you all on Friday, and there will be beer. And damn you all drank all of the new barley wine without me.
Terrible shame that.
Yeah, exactly. No,
We have some questions popping up, don't we?
I'll fucking know.
yeah, who wants to know what? What am I
Alright,
answering?
so-
Someone wants to throw some salad dressing at Alan.
Harrison Hatcher said you'd get some freak like John and have to consider where you went wrong.
Like cum stains on a whiteboard.
Oh, I know Harrison. Actually, Harrison also knows Tyler is the fedora guy.
We're not talking about Tyler. Tyler is one of our correspondents. He is our senior Fedora correspondent.
As he should be.
And
but-
then Sean has chimed in as to why is this so
I
entertaining?
told you that.
Well,
That was my first
Answer!
thing I said.
No,
it's
I wanna
entertaining
know- I
because
want
somebody from
John's-
HateFuck is in the room.
You're at HateFuck? Get the fuck out of here! I hate you.
You know, there are some people who would say that to me, I'm sure.
You know, for the sake of chaos, you should just bring Austin on stage next time.
I mean, we just leave up a guest mic so people can just run and shout things into it.
Oh no, that won't be a guest mic anymore. That'll be your new second singer, and you guys will go in a whole Linkin Park direction.
Oh, if he stays on stage for too long, I will hit him with my guitar.
What if he starts freestyling?
Then he will get hit with something.
You don't like the freestyle?
Well, I mean, Davis does all the freestyling.
Okay.
And by that, I mean he just screams random profanities into the mic, among other things.
You know, that's how he got his last girlfriend.
Sounds about right.
We love you, Davis. No, so anyway, so HateFuck puts out this thing, and you dick Greg out of a Trihexan album.
Yeah.
So this lineup, is it the original lineup that did that first gig, or what's?
So the original lineup did the first several shows, including one where Toby Gomez, I don't think, knew what he was getting into because he heard our EP and was like, "Oh, it's one of Davis's bands. They have actual songs. This will be fine." He did not know that we were an improv grind band. Brought us on to open for ASG at Balls Bluff. ASG being a band signed to Relapse Records. They were on tour. And he brought us to open up the show, not realizing what he had done. His face was priceless when Davis announced to the crowd that we didn't play actual songs. And we played for about 15 minutes, and we got more applause than both ASG and Palkowski.
Damn.
I don't know how, and I walked out of that gig with quite a bit of money in my pocket.
Are you firing some shots?
No, not at all. I love the guys in Palkowski. I love their set.
Across the bow.
No, I love the guys in Palkowski. It's I was really sorry to hear about what happened to Nick when the Chaotica tour bus crashed. And I always really enjoyed seeing them live the few times that I did. And their set that when we played with them that night left me with a pretty neat impression. I'd never seen a band like them, so all the props in the world to them. I still talk to Kirch a lot. I talk to Todd. I actually used to be in a little side project with Kirch called Random Moms. Actually, Kirch still needs to give me the files so I can mix that stuff.
I've known Todd since high school, and in high school he went by the name Toad.
I'm not surprised by this.
He had a neon green, clear BC Rich Mockingbird.
Yes, I'm aware of that. He's told me about that guitar.
It's a nice guitar.
Yeah.
All right, so cool. So you do that gig. Is Toby still doing stuff? I haven't heard from him.
I don't know. Toby's been running around doing a lot of things, but not a lot of it's been music related, as far as I can tell.
Okay.
I haven't talked to Toby in a long time. Every now and again, I see a status update from him, but I haven't heard much from Toby lately.
Okay.
But he's a great guy.
All right. So HateFuck does that show, but I don't. Did you answer my question? Is this still the same lineup?
No, it is not. So HateFuck is a band that has had probably, I think, 15 people come and go.
So you're Megadeth.
Yeah, you know what? We're much more entertaining than Dave Mustaine. So
hold on. So are we talking about Dave Mustaine talking about the government, or Dave Mustaine playing the same 12 songs again every tour?
Both of those things.
I would rather hear Dave Mustaine talk about the government than almost anything, because he's almost as good as Alex Jones. Papa Alex Jones from InfoWars.
I mean, considering him and Alex Jones are best friends, it's not fucking surprising.
Actually, they're not. It's pretty funny. Mustaine went on InfoWars once, and it was very obvious that Alex Jones had no idea who he was talking to, or and was just kind of faking the Megadeth knowledge. Oh, good.
Oh, the
Adam
dating
is
correspondent
here.
showed up.
All right. Hi. Hi. Adam just walked in. We're gonna rewind.
Sounds
so you
good.
don't exist again. Adam, sit the fuck down. What's your name?
I'm Brianna.
I'm sorry for what I'm about to do.
It's okay.
Okay. Shut that
She
door.
doesn't-
God damn
She
it.
doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
All right, so senior whatever correspondent Adam has just walked into the show. Adam.
He's our senior dating correspondent now.
So we just talked about the dangers of online dating, and we want you to do a report on it.
Okay.
It's going to happen. All things for come. Meanwhile, John's going to sit there and get good and liquored up.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Don't just fuck it. Hate
So
fuck
here's
it.
what I want you to do. I want you to create an online dating profile on whatever is the trashiest one you can think of.
Okay.
Blackpeoplemeet.com.
What about farmers only?
Oh, so we're doing Black People Meet, we're doing Farmers Only, and then we're going to do Plenty of Fish.
Oh, you should just do
Plenty of
Grindr.
fish. Grinder.
No, you're doing Grinder. You're in the fucking improv grind.
I am in the grindcore band.
So both of you actually, I want you to do a Grinder. You don't have to use it. Just see how many people hit on you.
Yeah. That's
And you,
I don't
I
have
want
enough room on
3
my phone to
active
put the app on there.
profiles,
Okay.
and
3
I
active
want
ones.
you to meet with one of these people and videotape your interaction.
Oh
Okay?
God. Do I have to do a hidden camera?
No.
Do I
No.
just bring the camera with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
She's
put
also
your
live streaming this date.
Don't mind this.
don't just put like a phone in like a breast pocket and turn it on and be like.
GoPro thing.
Oh, there you go. Can I wear it as a hat?
Yeah, you need the little miner's helmet thing with a GoPro strap.
No, you need
I'm
to
doing a
show,
live stream of my life.
you need to
can't
show up
turn it
with
off.
one of those drink hats.
There you go.
Just get hammered the entire time. All right. So
Hey,
you good
guys.
with that?
Sure.
All right. So you will have that report for us next week,
Yes.
and I believe the guest next week will actually be a guy named Joe who is a fitness expert.
Okay.
So he's we're going
Why?
to talk about online dating and then gains, nonstop gains.
Gains.
Gains. What do you feel about gains?
Protein.
Incidentally, how do you feel right now? What is your current perspective for the dating scene going into this?
Wow.
For those of you that can't see, Adam just walked in with a very lovely lady.
It's me.
Guilty. It's Austin. Wow. Like
This is a
I
very
don't
long
know.
pause.
I feel like online dating now is kind of like a roll the dice, but they're weighted against you. There's more than half of the time it's not gonna work out. For
It's
you.
No.
a dude.
It's a dude.
Everyone wants to get messaged and nobody actually wants to respond, it seems.
9 times out of 10, it is my drummer,
Which one?
Jacob.
Okay.
That's the only drummer I have for anything right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jake's your drummer in like all 9 of your bands?
I'm not in 9 bands anymore, man.
You're in my
Hey.
Sum 41 Power Metal Tribute Band.
Oh God, this
Can I be in
again.
that?
Yeah. I get
Alright.
to be Derek. He's the brown guy.
Okay.
And I don't care what you do.
Can I just have the El Camino?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to be hanging out in the back drinking.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, get the fuck out of here. We need to get back. Take your stool with you. Stop forgetting the stool.
One would call it a sample.
Don't forget the stool.
You know, if you flip that over, you guys can actually share the stool. Oh, I apologized in advance. I'm sorry. This is Live with Alan, and
We
you don't
said
want to be.
we told you immediately what was gonna happen.
Okay, so report next week. John, what were we talking about?
We were talking about HateFuck.
Okay, why?
Why? Well, you brought me on here to interview me. You tell me why.
Damn it, we have a whole list of things to talk about.
Fuck
You
your
don't
list!
see any of it.
We could always plug our new single.
Yeah, let's talk about the new single after the
Someone
other
read the
things
list.
on the list. So let's see. What is the new single?
So the new single is called "Fuck the Future." It's the wonderfully nasty, blasty song that was streaming on this before we went live. So if you guys want to download that, we actually put it up for free. It's a name your price thing. So if
Link
you,
in the description.
Yes, link in the description. If you want to be kind enough to throw us money or just download our shit, you can go
Someone
to.
just pay you money if you'd like to. But
I don't care. The drunk album, as we call it, and it was my 21st birthday party, so we were all very intoxicated. We had one additional person for that too. We had Monty Smith, who used to play keyboards in Apocrypha with me. He played analog synthesizers, and then he jumped on vocals for a song without us any of us really knowing what was going on, and he did something that we later dubbed on the album "Cocaine and Cocaine Accessories," where he literally just screamed King of the Hill quotes in a Hank Hill voice for about a minute and a half while we made grindcore over it.
Austin, is that somewhere Austin can find it and just put it
That's on our
right now?
Bandcamp page.
Can you find that?
He
Can
actually
we, can we
he,
just put that on?
he boid so hard that he clipped out the master fader and glitched out the entire song when he did it.
I don't know your name, so I'm just gonna call you Bobby.
I don't know if that one was in there, but I'm pretty sure the song started with "Loser, you're a loser. Are you feeling sorry for yourself?"
Please tell me that's my purse. I don't know you's in there somewhere.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was just Hank lines. I don't think it was any Bobby
You need
lines.
to do Bobby lines.
I don't know if
sequel.
he does that, boys.
You need the sequel.
No.
All right, so Austin, are you gonna look for that?
Give me a minute, goddamn.
Fuck.
Actually, I'm happy to say that Monty will be on the upcoming EP that HateFuck is doing.
Oh, cool. How
Yes.
is Monty?
Monty's doing good. Monty's doing good. He just, for the record, is not officially rejoined HateFuck. He's doing just some session work for the EP.
So here's an interesting question for you that I just slurred my way through because
Sure.
I've been drinking since 3.
Why the hell?
By the
not?
way, there is alcohol in the fridge if you guys would like to help yourselves.
Get me a beer.
Yeah, he's got a. Hey, Adam, one of those weird beers Armin left last week. Austin put it in the fridge. If you could bring him that,
Okay.
and then you guys help yourselves to the Bacardi and Mountain Dew.
Oh,
'Cause we're classy.
Someone pour me some Bacardi and Mountain Dew. I've not had enough.
You have not. Oh God, going to hell. Here's my question for you.
Yes, follow us on Bandcamp, Austin.
I'm working on it.
Don't worry, the camera's still on you. So John, HateFuck is an improv grind band, right?
Live, yes.
How did you decide to write an album? Did you actually plan out songs, or did fucking Jacob just go in drums? and
Jacob
then
is not on any of our records.
You said he was the drummer in every one of your bands.
He plays live with us. He's not the drummer. He actually quit, and then we did one show. He and Steven Thompson, who is our samples guy, both quit. And then we did a show in Davis's basement for some barbecue he was doing. It was dubbed the HateFuck Barbecue. And Chris Baker from Reticle was on drums, and Steve Kirchner did backup vocals and noise. And then it was still me and Davis and James Shaw, our bass player.
He's not going to drink that.
I work for a brewery where I'd probably get fired for drinking this on a camera.
Would you like this one?
Sure.
There's a beer exchange
I love
going on
you.
right now.
I do what I can.
That was a mobile thing you just did. Beer trade.
Where's your lady? Okay.
Disappeared. She was never real to begin with.
Never ever. All right.
We just brought on a band called HateFuck and talked about online dating. I'm out.
Hold on, Adam, come back here real quick. I want to know, while she's gone, what did you tell her was going to happen?
Oh, this.
Is this your first date with this person?
No.
She's very well aware of what we do here.
Is she?
Yes.
Because I feel like she was just a little...
I felt sorry for this person when they walked in the door.
I explained to her about how the globalists are turning the frogs gay.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I already forgot her name.
Brianna.
What?
Yeah.
The chick with the white hair from Coder 2.
I will refer to her as Rihanna exclusively.
Can we call her Bree Bree Jenks?
I guess you gotta ask her.
No.
Just do it anyways.
All right, get out of here. We're talking to John. Thank you, Adam.
You exist again.
All right,
Cool.
so the album planned out or improv in studio?
Which one?
start from the first one.
So Brutal Swag was done in the studio. Funnily enough, I think I wrote all of those songs in Guitar Pro while I was taking a massive shit.
Get right out of town. You
That-
can use Guitar Pro?
I even use Guitar
You
Pro.
can read.
Yep, I have Guitar Pro files for all of those songs, including this was supposed to be the longest song on the album.
So then... God damn it. Alright, so,
Link in the description.
when you were taking that massive shit, did you have home field advantage?
Was it on your own toilet?
You know, funnily enough, I've actually written many a great song in Guitar Pro while on the toilet.
But did you have home field advantage?
In what sense?
So,
Was it my toilet that I was shitting on? Is that what you're asking?
exactly.
Yes, it was.
Okay, and are you significantly more comfortable on your own toilet?
Actually, when I was living in my parents' house, I was not very comfortable on that toilet. That bathroom was frequently infested with centipedes.
Oh, I've got a worse one for you.
Bathroom.
Not to throw shade at anybody, but a previous guitar player of ours, not Adam, that you last saw us with before Austin rejoined.
Oh, yes.
We're not naming names. 'cause
No,
it's
we're
a
not.
gross story.
I'm Austin.
We're not. By the way, you're Bree Bree Janks.
And you're Brianna.
Because I can't. Yeah.
Also known as Rihanna.
He one of the walls in his parents' basement bathroom was just nothing but black mold. Oof. Even on the tile. So that means it grew
Even the tile.
through the grout over the tiles.
Like, how do you breathe that shit in?
Careful. He's a little off in the head.
I love this particular individual to death. I do. One of my favorite people on the face of the planet, but that's interesting.
It's a disgusting story.
I'm sure it is.
Now,
Although, you know
to be fair, in his house, bathrooms are pretty clean.
I'll be dead honest. I would much rather deal with the black mold than deal with centipedes.
Well, yeah, they're not going to crawl up your ass while you're shitting
Yeah,
and
there
writing
you go.
songs.
Yeah, no, dude, I once had a centipede land on my fucking head from the ceiling while I was taking a shit, and it was the most terrifying experience of my life.
Did you crap yourself?
No, surprisingly. That did not help shake loose
That would be
the...
the most convenient place to have it done.
Yeah, right?
No pun
You would think.
So you write the first HateFuck album on the toilet.
Yes.
Fitting. When you go in the
'Cause they
studio,
shit!
so you guys had a plan for this one.
When I say we went in the studio, I went and programmed all the drums and recorded all the guitars and bass myself. I actually recorded the bass extremely last minute because Duguay was supposed to do it and just didn't.
Say that name
His
again.
name is you gay.
Duguay. Chris Duguay.
Chris Duguay frequently?
Probably.
Okay.
I've never seen him with a woman, so there's that.
Anyway. Wow, the you and Sean are really going at it, Austin. What are you guys talking about?
He seems to think that I'm less of a man because I'm drinking beer. Beer also happens to be Bud Light, but still.
He's the one with a fucking...
You really are less of a man for drinking Bud Light. Go fuck yourself.
Guess what? He says HateFuck is Bud Light is the HateFuck of beer.
Oh.
So it's a brief, violent experience that leaves some wounded and others satisfied? Sean's actually the one that wrote that description that appears on our Facebook page.
Link in the description.
Yes.
Go fuck yourself, Sean. Alright, so first album. A little bit planned out. Second album.
Well, the second album was the Drunk album. That was completely live and improvised on stage at my 21st birthday party. We were
So
all...
it's a live album.
Yes.
Wow, you guys are so progressive.
The third release was just a reissue of Brutal Swag. We left the original versions on there as like a secondary thing. We re-recorded all 4 songs. I actually, before I even was in Cab Ride Home or even knew Chris all that well, his crank stack was just sitting in Jacob's basement. So we hijacked that just because. And mic'd it up with the shittiest mic we could find in a basement that was literally nothing but concrete, nothing on the walls. Actually got a great grindcore tone.
What'd you
out
do,
of that.
plug a potato into an XLR?
Might as well have. Actually, Crank makes some great amps. That's actually Crank is what I'm using in the studio on the new HateFuck album. It's also what I used to record the Cab Ride Home album with.
Now, this new HateFuck album. Toilet album too?
Well, no, it is not as nasty as any of the live bootlegs we've done. It's not going to be a live album. Like we did another bootleg called Shit-Faced and Bootlegged, and that was our current bass player James Shaw's first show with us. And then after that, we released a single from the HateFuck barbecue, and we had Kirch and Chris in the band with us. And then we after that we ended up putting out Fuck the Future before we went on the State Fuck little mini tour that we did recently.
Talk to me about that. How the hell did you get a tour improvising grind?
Well, see, that was also
And that's not the insult. It's
the single was part of the plan, you see, because that's an actual song, and a pretty good one at that. I think it's actually one of the best songs I've ever written. I don't,
for
I'm not
HateFuck or in general?
In
'Cause
general.
you're quite an accomplished musician. in my
I would
opinion.
disagree with you there, but
Well, we can sit here and jerk each other off all day, or we can continue the interview.
well,
I
both
got
of
a
those things.
suggestion for that.
Both of those things sound
I
fun.
vote.
You get to go first, right?
Can
Yeah.
Austin
good.
just
Smallest
blow
dick,
us while we
fastest.
talk? I mean, is that?
He can, but
Let's-
you're
let's
so.
be honest, who's gonna work the cameras then?
I'm just
Adam
a-
knows how.
I'm just a little concerned
Great
about the
with
stubble.
how, but
Can he
he's
shave
not-
I made
first?
that
Like-
button that you love so much. Just
I made it. Fuck you.
shut the fuck up. I operated it.
How about this one?
It's fantastic.
Haven't had a reason to use that today, so thank you.
No, we haven't. I mean, I play in HateFuck. I've given people reasons to use things like that.
I mean,
You guys,
Yes.
if I send you this sample, will you use it?
Sure.
That's a legally binding
I'll
contract.
find a way. I'll put it in the hidden noise track that I'm going to put on this EP that now I've just told everyone I'm putting on there.
Oh
Now
man.
we gotta look for it.
Well, fuck. Now it's not fun anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then you gotta credit me because that's my voice.
You do. And you got to credit me because I engineered it.
Nope.
Silence.
No one's getting credit.
Legally.
I'm gonna mask it so hard like all the fucking rappers did. No one will know it's there, but it'll be there.
It's fucking ghost now.
Where were we?
State fuck tour. How the hell did you pull that off?
So, it all stemmed from a drunken New Year's resolution. Davis and our roadie Ethan and I were sitting around having a little New Year's Eve party.
Ethan Looney?
Yes, Ethan Looney.
Okay.
The obviously adopted man that comes with us and does. I got a story about that. I got a story
Obviously
about that. I got a story about that from State Fuck. It's great, but we'll get there. We were sitting around having this little New Year's Eve thing, and actually, Steven, HateFuck's old samples guy, was there, but he left before the discussion happened, so he ended up not being a part of this. But Jake came back for it. We don't know why. Because after the last show he did with us, he was so demoralized he almost considered just quitting music outright for a minute. It was bad. And some cokehead kept coming up to us during the thing saying, "You guys sound like you're all a bunch of really talented people, but just decided to say fuck all that. That was terrible. Why would you do something like that?" All of us wanted to throw him down the stairs because we didn't even want to play that show. It was one of those shows where we had to show up and play just because no one else would.
I mean, it's basically what happened. So he kind of called it right. I mean, he called it right.
Yeah.
Groningen Tankard.
But it was, anyways, but the State Fuck tour ended up happening. We made this drunken New Year's resolution. I'm like, we're gonna do this, and I'm like, yeah, we should call it State Fuck. That would be fucking hilarious. And so, shortly after that, I was telling a friend of mine, Travis from the band Venom Spitter, down in Richmond, that we wanted to do something like that. And
A plug for you, Travis.
Travis and his band Venom Spitter are awesome. You should definitely go check them out.
What are they called?
Venom Spitter.
Venom Spitter?
Yeah, so definitely, definitely check Venom Spitter out. I've had the pleasure. HateFuck has had the pleasure of playing with them a few times. Cab Ride Home has had the pleasure of playing with them a couple times. Absolutely wonderful guys. Really fucking killer power violence band. So if you like good nasty shit, go check them out. But when I was talking to Travis about this, he's like, "I think I got a lowdown for you," and he set me up with his buddy Corey, who one of my previous bands, Gloom, had actually done some shows with down in Richmond. Also big plug to the guys in Gloom. They just dropped their new album, Solaris.
It's a plug there, Gloom. Bill. Bill's one of the guys' names, right? That's
Yes,
a plug
yeah.
there, Bill and Gloom.
Bill is a singer.
I know nobody from Gloom.
Yeah, Gloom just dropped their new record.
Now they have to get on.
Yeah, Gloom.
Yeah, that shit's called Solaris, so you should go pick that up. That was a pretty good record. I met Corey initially doing some shows with Gloom down in Richmond, and then Travis told me that he was putting on an Anal Cunt tribute show. And I'm like, well, of course, HateFuck has to be on this. So he
Okay.
told Corey about us. So I got in touch with Corey, and Corey booked us. And so that was this little mini tour was like 2 shows, but it still was fun because we had to drive all over the place to fucking do it. And then
Question.
yes,
What does Austin's shirt say?
it says goddamn something.
Fair enough.
I'm the
Continue.
goddamn Batman. Okay. So.
I mean, I don't know why that became necessary, but okay.
Because we respond to all.
I've wondered why
comments
half
here.
the things that have been going on tonight have been necessary, but you know.
You're drinking Mountain Dew and Bacardi, so.
Yeah.
Well, right now, what are you drinking?
This weird New Belgium triple, which has a picture of this fucking chicken on it. It's got a cock on it.
It's chicken piss provided by Armand Nicholson.
Put your lips on that cock.
Yeah.
Actually, funny enough, we had a discussion about that.
Wow.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, what the fuck, John?
Would you work
Austin,
with
there's a
Ray?
roll of paper towels behind you.
Bruh.
Aren't you a professional with this?
First on the air party foul.
It just fucking exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, you chugged it.
Yeah, I did.
You know that was.
That's what happens when you chug a bottle.
No,
You work at a
that
brewery.
That was a
Yeah, and all of our shit's on draft, you cunt.
Ah!
That was a planted bomb by the globalists.
Link in the description to globalism. I mean, that's all right. You just poured it all over Jennifer's laptop charger. It's fine.
This Infowars store.
She'll be fine.
Beer.
It's still a link in the description. And it always will be. We haven't even gotten to that yet. Yeah, roll with it. So you just fucked up my house, but what were we talking about?
You booked HateFuck.
No, I booked my friend John of HateFuck.
You booked HateFuck.
Yeah, and Davis backed out.
Yeah, he did. You actually booked the two people that are the masterminds behind HateFuck, and only one showed up.
Fucking fuck you, Davis. We were gonna get some acoustic HateFuck, and now we don't.
Yeah, I'm not the vocal genius that Davis is, so you know. I do some backup vocals in HateFuck, and when I say backup vocals, I mean I yell random things at people.
I mean, what if Adam just sat here and complained about the globalists? Would that be the same idea?
Not really.
Okay.
John, do you have any pissed off, I'm assuming that means off, messages from people looking for aggressive porn and only finding your band instead?
So we've never gotten messages from those people, but according to our Bandcamp stats, people from India, Canada, and France have all looked for brutal HateFuck or brutal rape or HateFuck porn on Google and have just basically come up with our band page.
I'm sure they were
That's a really
super
smart
happy.
marketing idea.
Yeah, right. Davis was actually the one that came up with the name. He's like, I've always wanted to call a band HateFuck. I'm like, that sounds fine to me. I was in a band called Menstrual Sewage. This can't possibly be any worse.
Someone needs to start a band called Donald Trump Says.
Well, you know, actually, funny you should mention that because Travis from, not Venom Spitter, but a different Travis that I know, Travis from Cattle Decapitation, actually started a thing called Anal Trump. And it is quite funny, and you can find their stuff on Bandcamp as well. So you should go get that. It's really good.
Alan, I'm waiting for the plug here.
There's no link in the description. I didn't tell you about that until just now.
So what are they called?
Anal Trump.
Anal Trump on Bandcamp.
Anyways, but going back to the State Fuck tour.
Okay.
So
Finally!
for a while, I was having trouble finding another couple of gigs to flesh out the store, and I was wondering, oh fuck, is this just going to end up being one date? Well, that's not going to be State Fuck. Finally,
it's gonna
about
be date fuck,
yeah, right.
which I think we all hope happens.
It was called State Fuck because it was all going to be in the state of Virginia, anyways. But
I'm here.
we ended up about a week and a half before tour. Sam Fox, a guy that I also met through Gloom, ended up sending me over to Matt Wrights from Dead End Booking. Big thanks to Matt, who actually also just offered us a show
So
in
many
September.
plugs tonight.
Yeah, right. But
We're not doing another one.
All the plugs you want to do.
I'm officially plugging Matt and Dead End Booking as well as Corey from Between Two Beers Promotions. Wonderful guys. Thanks for helping us with getting our little mini tour off. That was wonderful. But Matt ended up booking us for the show, and it was with like a bunch of like post-hardcore and noise bands, which was actually pretty cool. Like we fit in well on the bill. So we go down there, and unfortunately the opening band ended up not showing up until like way late, so they ended up closing.
Can't see your face.
So we had to play first, and we went up there for the first time in 3 years. No practice, nothing. We just went on cold.
Here's a question for you that I just thought of. Can you rotate your hat all the way around your head with just one hand, not letting go?
I'm not doing that.
But can you?
I have no clue.
Fucking letting me down, John.
Too bad.
All
I
right.
say we go back to the tradition of arm wrestling the guest.
Nah.
All right.
My hand will
Alan
just...
lost really quickly last time.
Yeah. So Armand is surprisingly toned. We found that out after he
He's
took.
very small, but
He's
very dense.
ex-military!
Yeah.
He's still small. He's just dense.
I mean, I could probably take him in a fight, but arm wrestling? Get out of town.
I feel like he can spider monkey you.
He's got that muscle density.
Yeah.
So state fuck.
Yes. So
Transitions suck.
Jacob's van broke down. It had several times where it wouldn't start. We almost had to rent a van, and that would have been very expensive. Finally, we got it to work. We ended up throwing a trailer on the back of it and drove down to Norfolk. Played our show. That was actually a lot of fun. That was, again, the first time in 3 years that lineup had played together. We just went on completely cold. We didn't rehearse. It was all completely improvised. We also took a very different approach as far as how to get our sound and just make it as disgusting and I'm not really sure how to phrase this best. I blame the booze, but I guess noisy and
I blame you not
incoherent as possible. But I came up with the brilliant idea to so that way no one would notice that James and I were playing two completely separate things with no idea of what the other was doing. I pitch shifted his bass down 3 octaves after running it through an octave doubler. After this, we put it through a Boss Metal Zone pedal, just cranked up to idiot mode, and ran it through an 18-inch 700-watt powered subwoofer. This thing literally sounded like the gates of hell opening up.
Adam, I feel like your dick just went inside out from how upset you are at this.
Yeah.
Oh man,
said
no date fuck tonight.
You said metal zone pedal, subwoofer. I'm the opposite of you.
Yeah. So, well, you have to understand this is
You guys would
intentionally
get along
supposed
great
to
there
sound.
talking gear.
This is intentionally supposed to sound abysmal.
Oh no, I'm very aware of how grindcore works.
Does
this sound good?
What I
hate it.
What I did with my rig might make you even more angry. So I like to rock full stacks. I have these 2 wonderful custom Randall cabinets that each have 2 12-inch speakers and a 15-inch speaker. So they each have those 3 speakers, and it's quite a powerhouse. To power these cabinets, I was this particular tour I was using my Mesa Triple Rec, which is 150 watts of pure go fuck yourself, and then decided I was going to run a Boss HM2 through it on the Modern Gain channel.
Ah.
Really, Adam?
Not even my decimator cranked up to full was enough to tame this.
So Adam has a question for you in the comments.
Yeah. No,
You want to read that out loud to the class, Adam?
I'd rather you read it.
Boner, 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 boner. How do you feel about
actually
that?
has a question. Jonesy's with a Y. Apparently, he's a coworker of yours.
Who?
Jonesy?
I don't know who this is.
Also known as a coworker of John's, I'm curious if you're ever going to take one of our beer names and make a song name.
Oh, so this is someone from a droid asking.
What's your name?
I would love to know who's asking that. But truthfully, in one of my other projects, Obelisk of Worm, yes, actually, I did take a song name from one of the beer names at Adroit Theory.
It's Will.
Oh, Will Jones. Hey, buddy.
Will Jones.
Yeah, so to answer that question, yeah, we actually, in Obelisk of Worm, we have a song called Imagination Atrophy, and the name of the song was taken from the name of the beer. It was a caramel macchiato milk stout, which was really delicious. We found 2 bottles of that in cold
That
storage,
sounds like
and
the
I bought
most
them
basic fucking beer I've ever
both.
heard
Oh, it
of.
is not.
Sounds like something from Starbucks if they had a beer logo.
When they first did it, yeah, it kind of
Star
was. But the
Beer Bucks?
the version that they ended up bottling, not so much so. It's definitely a beer drinker's beer, just with kind of some extra interesting elements to it. But I've got a couple bottles of that aging in my fridge that they had found in cold storage. I was very happy about that. We did not write the song about the beer, although I was drinking a lot of that when I initially wrote the song.
You did not think to bring it.
No, those 2 bottles are being
Worst
saved.
guest ever.
Dude, so for the record, those 2 bottles are being saved for when we actually get the album finished.
Okay.
So we can open them up in celebration. But when we wrote that song, the lyrics were actually about how America's education system is basically drugging and dumbing down our youth.
Oh, I mean,
You're drugging and dumbing down!
yeah. We knew that. Are you done cleaning up my fucking floor?
Yes, I am,
Because you
sir.
best not be throwing shit that you're using to clean my floor.
No, sir, this is clean.
Good.
I mean, I can throw the beer-soaked paper towels at Austin, too, if you want.
No, he's got enough alcohol. But I'll bet you absolutely nothing Adam would be willing to eat those on camera.
You lost the bet.
Okay. I bet absolutely nothing, so fuck yourself.
Hey.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I have you on my
Back to
contact.
the topic!
Which
No,
topic,
fuck you.
Which topic were we on?
I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. Actually, we did cover guitar tones, or fwitar tones, as the notes say.
Yes.
Other band shit. So let's talk about your other projects.
Sure.
Cab Ride.
So, Cab Ride Home. Recently, we finally dropped the record Crash the Gate. The official CD release show is going to be on July 14th at Addie's in Manassas, but we've had the album out since April, and I think a few people have bought it.
Where can people buy it?
That would be on cabridehome.bandcamp.com. You can buy that there. You can order the CD from us there. You can buy the album digitally if you want, whatever you want to do.
How many plugs?
I'm pretty sure Austin
You
put
need a
that link in the
plug.
description too. At least I told him to, and if he didn't, he's
We're
a
gonna
douchebag.
call you John the Plug Harbinger.
That's fine.
No, it's gonna get out of control.
Please start a new band with all of your plugs called Plugged Up. All of your songs will be 1 second long.
Plugged
They're
up.
gonna be auto-tune versions of everything he said tonight.
Nothing but plugs.
Oh joy! Yeah. You know what? I should just.
Brought to you by
I
Duracell.
should have a fucking slogan for that. Plugged up. The average human being after eating too much cheese.
You just drink some of this Bud Light, and there you go.
Oh man, headache
It's
in a
like-
can.
It's like human liquid plumber.
I would kindly like to tell the people at Anheuser-Busch to go fuck themselves.
All right, so we have.
Other band shit, your new album. How you like it?
Crash the Gate.
Sure.
That was an interesting record to record. It was definitely an interesting record to record.
Why?
Okay. Well, we'll go into that then.
Let's go into that.
So
If you can.
That specifically.
I will go into this.
No, you go into that, not this.
Sure, I'll go into that with in the most positive light possible, because the recording experience was kind of rushed. The band had just put together a new
The
lineup.
improvised shit wasn't.
I you know what? I think I probably took more time with the new HateFuck single than I did with the Cab Ride Home album in terms of what actually went into it. 'Cause I didn't write anything on the Cab Ride album. The only things that I contributed were like a couple of solos and a couple minor changes to some parts. Like most of that material had already been written by the time I joined the band, because they'd been sitting on a bunch of stuff for a long time. But a certain member of the band really wanted to get it out, and we were kind of rushed into the studio. And it just kind of was what it was.
Were you happy about it?
It was. There are definitely some things I would have done very differently.
Did it trigger you?
No. You know, it's an album that in some ways is very near and dear to my heart because I made this record with people that I consider some of my best friends in the world. I love all the people in Cab Ride to death. Are there some things that I think all of us would have done very differently about that record? Absolutely. But honestly, I mean, it turned out pretty decently for as rushed as it was, at least as rushed as I felt it was going into it. Because you have to understand, it was a brand new lineup for that band. Kevin had vacated his guitar position. He was going to play bass. He ended up not playing on the record just due to time constraints. And I had just joined the band. I was still learning those songs as the record was being done. And we were still going out and doing shows in between. It wasn't the best environment to get everything done in. And I give a lot of credit to all the engineers that worked on this because they kind of had a bit of a hot mess on their hands to deal with. They made that record sound pretty good, all things considered.
Okay. Now, what did you do for tones on this record as opposed to HateFuck?
So for the Cab Ride record, I was using my Crank Rev 1 head. I love that amp. It's a great amp for recording.
Again with the plugs.
A great little story behind that amp. Tony Crank actually built that for me when right before he closed the doors on Crank for the first time, and before he reopened.
So wait, the head of Crank built it specifically for you?
I mean, he was basically building stuff to order based on surplus that he had. So he put it together for me. He was like, yeah, I've got some extra parts. I'm going to be putting together a few more amps. Please email me if you would like this. And I emailed him, and he's like, I'm going to have to build it, but I'll do it. And I got it at a great price. I think I got it for like $700 or something like that.
That's a pretty cool story.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
It's a great amp. I really like it.
Hold on. I think Austin was just...
I got it.
It doesn't saturate the way that I'd like it to without a really solid overdrive in front of it, but it is one of the most articulate heads I've ever played through. For a recording amp, I absolutely love using it, especially for tracking rhythm guitars. I get this big, punchy, in-your-face sound. I love it to death. It's absolutely one of my favorite recording amps. Live, I've got 2 amps that I kind of like to use interchangeably. I've got my Mesa Triple Rec. You know, those things are basically indestructible. They always sound really good, and they're loud
Ironic
as
for
hell.
something named a triple rec.
Exactly. And then I've got one of the Bogner Line 6 collaboration spider valve heads, and I really enjoyed taking that on the road with Cab Ride when we went out to like Indianapolis Death Feast and all that, just because I could just dial it in at the touch of a button. I know how to work up Line 6 amp, unlike most people. Most people will sit there and press buttons on a Line 6 amp thinking, oh, whatever, and they get this crap tone out of it. You really have to know how to dial those things in. They're really not as bad as people like Glenn Fricker make them out to be.
How to use the Line 6 amp. So you put it down, right? You plug it in, make sure everything's cool, and you take a beer bottle, and you jack it right up against the edge, you go, opens the beer.
They will do that.
Highland runs what I used it for.
Fair enough.
My friend left it at the house.
Can we get another report on that?
Sure.
Okay.
It's still at the shop. I'll go take a picture of it.
Good.
There we go.
No.
Yeah, I'll bring it in.
Okay, we'll do it live.
Yeah.
Fuck
do
it,
it live.
we'll do it
We'll
live.
do it live.
Yeah, that spider valve is actually a fun amp to tour with.
Cool.
And I still have it. I'm pretty sure I used that amp on the Fuck the Future single. It was there. I recorded the music for that about a year ago, and then Davis finally got lyrics out for it like a month ago or something like that, and then we finally got it recorded.
Because that's how bands work.
Exactly.
All right, so let's go through the questions, Austin.
Fine, there's one question that actually has a question in it.
Okay, so what have people said since boner?
It's Will, haha, and how did you achieve your beard? Do you have a beard goal?
I don't really have a beard goal. I just kind of let it do what it does. Sometimes I trim it, sometimes I don't. This morning I was kind of angry at it. I almost shaved it off, and then I decided not to, and that disappointed my girlfriend greatly.
Oh.
What, does it itch your ass cheeks when you go down on her? I'm sure she's a lovely woman. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, let's not go there.
And
Yeah, that's what to expect in your future there, Bree.
Oh my fucking god.
We've just met. You don't even know my name. That's the best part of this.
Rihanna here is not really happy about your comments here.
All right.
Anyway, and some people are also very disappointed that there's no arm wrestling.
That's
Well-
too fucking bad.
Maybe if you were fucking not watching my show, you could be working on your goddamn Lancer and you wouldn't need arm wrestling.
Quit being a nerd.
Fuck you. You're a samurai.
Shut up. You all know that.
Nah, Austin seems like the samurai type to me.
He is. Leave the lady be.
Sword, sir.
Oh, lady samurai over there. Is
All
this
right,
what we
so if
You
I
play
may,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
if I
So
may,
do you.
Hey,
Shut up.
I will come on here.
I
All right, you know what?
actually
I'm going to put this out here right now. I will come on here and I will duel you on a show live on the
Hey,
camera,
hey,
and I will kick your
Hey.
lily white ass.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
I actually play Yu-Gi-Oh. Going to
I'm gonna tag in
2 weeks.
tag in. You guys talk.
Congratulations.
Hold on. Look, up here.
You probably know a
senior
hell of a lot
correspondent
more about
Adam
the
here.
game than I do, but let's go, man.
So yeah, I actually play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's probably the most embarrassing thing about me.
There's nothing embarrassing about that, dude.
Shit.
There's
Not
no-
only,
You're
not only.
Stratocaster.
Hey, my strat is amazing.
I've got a
Oh.
74 strat. Fuck you both.
I have a Thunder Horse. Argue
Yeah, it's
that.
right there, and I really don't care about it.
the American one.
Thunder Horse.
It's not the American one.
Where's your Thunder Horse?
As yours,
Where's your LeBaron?
why do you have my guitars? Use not worthy to play them my guitars.
What?
Mike's in front of you.
Don't drop the pen.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I actually do play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm
and
stoked about that.
Don't be.
No, dude, that's awesome.
It's fun, but it's definitely the weebiest thing ever. We should play. It'll be fun.
I'm down, man.
I don't play Pokemon. Okay, that's
I've never was really able to get to that either.
the demographic of Pokemon players are a little too young and pedophilic for my tastes.
Young pedophiles.
No.
we got these
Like-
5-year-old pedophiles.
I don't know,
what to
like
do.
Yu-Gi-Oh players don't know how to. Yu-Gi-Oh players don't know how to shower properly, but at least they're like of.
I have heard that. I've heard that from like every person that runs a comic shop is that Yu-Gi-Oh players can't fucking shower.
They can't. They should
You
give
guys-
out deodorant with tournament entry, but they don't. But they should. They definitely
Just
should.
a can of Raid. Keep them out.
Basically, yeah. No, if you ever go to a Yu-Gi-Oh event, especially one that's like sizable, You'll be outside. It'll be nice and sunny. It'll be like 75 degrees. It'll be cool. And then as soon as you open the doors, you get this like wave of heat and wind. And then you walk inside and it feels like you're in South America.
Oh,
It's bad.
so what's your kind of your main deck strategy or your favorite kind of deck to play with?
Oh.
How did we get here?
Yes, how did we?
This is Live with Alan. Right now I'm attempting to play what the best deck is considered right now. It's also the most expensive, but
Of course it is.
But because I'm going to nationals and my friends and I who all play are
Jesus
trying to win. We're not trying to go and like lose like last time. We're going
Of
to
course not.
it's in Chicago.
No one's getting laid tonight.
No, probably not. Not after talking like this.
Yeah,
This
is a great date. You brought her here, A, with Alan in the room, B, with the guitar player from HateFuck in the room, and C, to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! With the guitar player from
You're just gonna
HateFuck.
fucking snub
I'm
Austin.
here. I'm here.
I don't know Austin that well, so I don't consider him as putrid of a human being as I do you, Alan.
No.
Love you, buddy, but...
Trust me.
Okay.
All right, tag in. Austin's hosting the show.
No, yeah.
Okay.
And we have man boobs.
We.
Well, you two.
I had to prove myself.
Now who's the palest?
It got real quiet in here.
Man, you have tan teeth and pale skin.
Hairy chest.
All right, get the fuck out of my seat.
So, Adam, if you must know, I play with a very mixed bag deck, but it seems to win almost every match that I've played.
Go to island games on Thursday nights. You can play with all of like.
Where is that? I'd love to go.
It's in Chantilly.
Dude, I'm like over in Greenbrier. That's like not very far from me.
Local starts at 6.
I'm down. What days? Thursday nights?
Thursday nights.
As
We
long
have
as it-
lost all of our viewers except for 3. All right, so we are running up on 11 o'clock. We usually like to go about an hour. So, John,
Norwegian
guess
forest
what?
Cat.
It is the. Oh yeah, talk about the Norwegian forest cat. I believe I forgot why we fucking had
He
that.
has-
Corgis.
He hasn't read the InfoWars store description.
No,
yet,
he
right?
hasn't yet. That's what we're closing in on.
Okay, because I want to see that.
Oh,
Something
that's
about
right.
corgis.
So you guys were supposed to ask me why I am afraid to own a corgi.
Why are you afraid to own a
So
corgi?
I'm afraid to own a corgi because I have several very large constrictors, snakes, in my apartment, and they would probably consider a corgi to be a delicious snack.
Oh my fucking.
Wouldn't you?
Not really. I'm not.
Small chicken.
Actually, I'm not going to go there. Someone's going to sue me.
Who? Corgis?
No, probably several of my coworkers at a different job.
Okay.
That's the end of that conversation.
Yeah.
So
All
transitions, we'll get them eventually. We'll eventually figure out transitions. But for now, guess what time it is? Best time of the night. Fucking InfoWarsStore.com.
The frogs are gay.
All right, so John, the point of
What
this
we
segment.
need is like an actual sound clip for that.
InfoWars.
All right.
All right, so Emperor Jones, or I'm sorry, Councilman Jones for Emperor Trump.
Enjoy.
Councilman Jones has this wonderful website full of products that will make your life better. And you're going to discover them with us. So we have actually given you my favorite product.
Super Male Vitality!
Super Male Vitality!
You are going to read this description.
So how excited do you want me to be about this?
As excited as Alex Jones.
Do it however you want to do it.
I want to hear Alex Jones.
Well, guys, today Super Male Vitality is 30% off in the InfoWars store. It's the all-new and advanced Super Male Vitality formula, and it uses the newest extraction technology with even more powerful concentrations of various herbs and extracts designed to be even stronger.
That's not even a complete sentence.
That's even a good one.
The various herbs are described to be even stronger. All right, he needs a good one. He needs a good one.
This is a good one. You
No,
kidding
he
me?
needs a better description.
All right, fine. This updated formula incorporates the newest technology.
Are you him?
What?
Don't take his thunder.
Are you me?
Here we go.
Stop that. People probably cannot hear it.
Here's a good point.
I want to hear some volume.
Go.
Just read it. Just trust me.
Go.
Just the highlighted section, or you want me
The
to do the quote
highlight
too?
section. Go for it.
Well, you just took it off the screen. There we go. As men age, they may often experience a slowdown in vitality, energy, and overall wellness. Super Male Vitality is specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper balance to create superior vitality in males and has been used by Alex Jones in order to maximize vitality when working up to 12 hours a day or more in the fight for freedom.
Round
you.
of applause. Round of applause. Just beautiful.
Good job, buddy.
Just beautiful.
Real quick, I want to derail us. Bree, come here.
Why?
Give her your stool.
Dear.
Fucking stool.
I'm doing this to you.
Oh, shit.
So how do you know Adam?
We actually, I guess, went on Tinder.
Ooh. So he's an expert.
Real quick, what was his bio?
You're still shirtless?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay, but no, so are you guys going out on dates?
Yeah,
How are they going?
they're good.
They're good?
Would you consider this one?
I guess so,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Sorry, what was that? No.
So you had no idea how did he tell you were going to come here? I've been wondering that.
Like earlier today.
No, I mean, how did he talk you into it?
I guess like.
He bribed her with a Blue Eyes White Dragon card.
Oh my God. No, I was pretty like intrigued and stuff like that.
Fantastic. What did you guys do tonight?
We actually went to see Pirates of the Caribbean, like one of the newer movies.
Yahar!
I would like to think he would take you to the newer one instead of something that's out on VHS.
I'm surprised he didn't take you to see the new Captain Underpants.
Yeah, I mean, that's class right there.
Oh my God.
I actually dragged my
I can
poor
take you to
girlfriend
the
to see
library
that.
if
That
you want
book
me
was
to.
my childhood.
Yeah.
I can take you to the library if you want me to take my pants off, but
Let's not.
Did it go good?
Oh, it went awesome.
Are you going to let him take you out again?
Sure, yeah.
Damn straight.
Mhm.
What's he going to take you to do? If he could take you to do anything, what would it be? In front of like 4 people online.
The world.
What do you want to go do next?
Probably go hiking or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What have you thought
I
of the
highly
show?
recommend you don't let him take you into the woods alone.
We did it the other day. She survived.
I just got bug bites.
Notice how you say survived.
Yeah.
You didn't try hard enough.
Apparently.
So
What-
I have a question. How
Yeah.
deeply do you regret coming here?
Not at all. This has been awesome. Really fun.
Oh, okay. That answers my question. I was going to ask, how dumb is this show so
Marriage
far?
material right there.
Link in the description. All right, get the hell off my set. Thank you for that.
Rihanna always puts on a show.
Yeah, Rihanna. All right, so John, thank you for being a good sport. What
Of
else do
course.
you want to say to the people?
Well, thank you to all, however many single-digit number of you tuned in.
We're at 5.
We're at 5. Oh man, that's fucking fantastic. Well, thank you to all of you who
Gives me the
tuned in.
opportunity to do this.
Sean from Trihexan, that was awesome to see you again, or at least hear from you again. And thank you guys so much for having me. I'm glad we were able to shoot the shit and talk about all the stupid stuff.
Hold on. My sister, Ellie, has just chimed in and wants to know if anyone else thinks Austin looks like Wayne Campbell.
One.
Put a hat on.
Who's
Put a
that?
hat on.
Yeah, where's
Wayne's World.
where's my hat?
Oh, I've never seen that movie.
Now say the words.
I'm going to take some of your metal cred. You no longer, you have less metal cred with me.
That's fine. I play in a fucking
Forget
grindcore
to-
band that's closer to punk anyways.
What the fuck is he doing here?
All right, so Libby's in bed. No one cares.
What?
She's seen Wayne's World.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
I'm younger than all y'all. What?
How old are you?
Actually, correction. I think someone did attempt to show it to me at one point, but I was like 15 and I got really drunk and just passed out on their couch.
My dad made me watch it when I was 5. I didn't know what I was watching, but I really liked Alice Cooper.
No shame in that.
All right, so that wraps up the show. John, thank you so much.
Of course, bud.
The band is HateFuck. What's the album called?
Well, the single is called Fuck the Future. The new EP, I believe we're going to be calling Against Goodness and Normalcy. That should be out probably around this fall.
Where can people see HateFuck next?
We're going to be playing at a multiple sclerosis benefit over
What?
at Yes. Yeah. Someone booked us to do a fucking disease charity. We're going to be playing
He
at...
gives them MS and then he does a
At
charity
least
show.
it's not AIDS.
I think it's really funny too because it's called the event on Facebook is called Metalheads Help Fight MS, and the initials of my last grindcore band were MS because menstrual sewage. But yeah, so then trust me, there were plenty of people that wanted to fight that band. But
I think I saw you guys at some guy's house party, and Vitality was playing in togas.
yes, that was actually our first show. That was completely improvised.
Oh, that was something.
That was another time when Hydra Kill bailed. But anyways, so HateFuck will be playing at Bad Wolf Brewery in Manassas on July 22nd. We're playing with Division, one of my favorite local bands. Vitality will actually also be playing at that show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Super male?
How far along is this show, and do we have time to get them Super Male Vitality?
I don't know. But well, it's July
It's a
22nd.
4th of July
so
weekend sale, I'm just saying.
30% off.
there we go.
I'll throw in $5 if you want to bring them some Super Male
How
Vitality.
much does it cost?
It's 30% off. That's savings.
Sure.
Link in the description.
Can I make all 5 of them or all 4 of them, however many people are in that fucking band now, take it on stage?
Yes.
Cool. So,
Continue your plug.
but yeah, it's gonna be on July 22nd at Bad Wolf Brewing Company, their Cow Circle location out in Manassas. We're very excited to be playing. Big thanks to Shamla for booking us. I don't know why someone thought it would be a good idea to apparently put us on in the lineup after Schumann of all bands. That's going to be the most extreme contrast in the history of shows booked ever.
That's literally going brown to white.
Yeah.
Because one of the guys is Middle Eastern, Adam, to fill you in.
Okay. Thank you.
You fucking ignorant
that
bastard.
that is going to be nuts. I'm very excited. It's going to be a big open floor. People do actually like to mosh there, and HateFuck shows tend to get pretty chaotic and violent. On the State Fuck tour, actually, we attacked the crowd attacked us, the crowd attacked each other. That shit got violent.
You ever have someone pee themselves?
No, but someone did throw up at that show, apparently.
I've never had puke. I've had pee. I've never had puke.
Wow, I'm surprised that a death penalty show has never had puke.
Austin's doing some kind of finger circle. Like, we have fucking a time schedule. We're on YouTube. All right, but... So anyway, the point what I'm getting at. And then Cab Ride. When can people see Cab Ride next?
So Cab Ride Home is going to be doing our CD release show on July 14th.
This shirt is cold and damp.
Ugh. July 14th at Addie's Lounge in Manassas. I'm still not sure why anyone thinks it's a good idea
Who do they meet for?
It's your shirt, asshole. I don't know why anyone thinks it's a good idea to be putting on metal shows at a fucking Best Western, but
What?
oh yeah, the Addie's Lounge is a country bar attached to a Best Western hotel right off 234 in Manassas. The last time I saw someone play there, the hotel staff kept going in and complaining, and there was nothing they could really do about it.
Fantastic.
So someone has booked Cab Ride Home to play there. We bring full stacks to every show. This is gonna get nasty.
All right. So that's covered.
Before we finish it up, 2 questions.
2 questions.
Oh, man.
One, and wants to know how much the live tickets are for the next Live with Alan show.
Yes.
And they also want to know, oh my god, I know, and you have no metal cred anymore.
You have no metal cred to Ellie Morin.
I don't even know who that is.
My
so
sister, goddammit.
And a bunch of people are definitely
know.
going to your show.
Yeah, you have plugged enough things, John.
Eventually, some of them are going to go to your show.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Hold on, someone else just chimed in.
God damn
Definitely
it.
going to that.
I'll keep going until all the questions are answered. I don't care.
You're good.
No, we're good. We're all right, John. Thank you so much for being a good sport, man.
course, buddy.
Thank you for coming on. Thanks to Austin Hamlin working the cameras. Austin Hamlin working the cameras. Adam and Bree for coming on and dicking around with us, being late for the fucking show. I hope you guys get real sweaty tonight. In fact, I hope we all get sweaty. And you know what? Tomorrow's Monday morning. Roll out your trash cans if tomorrow's trash day for you. This has been Live with Alan. Be sure to check out InfoWarsStore.com. Link in the description. Be sure to check out HateFuck, Cab Ride Home. Austin, what's the name of your streaming channel on Twitch?
Captain Aham, where I get drunk.
And play video games?
And both of them, yeah.
HateFuck would love to come get drunk and play video games with you.
All right, so you just want HateFuck in the background next time, getting drunk while you play video games?
Sure, why not?
They'll drink to your rules. All right. Anyway, we will see you next Sunday. My guest appears to be Joe Heline. He is a personal fitness instructor and metal as fuck. Adam will be here with a in-depth report on the dangers of online dating and the dangers of in-person dating. So we'll
Adam
see
needs
you-
to date Joe in person. We're gonna set him up on a grinder date with Joe.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
am-
we're good with
I
that.
am a delight. at
But
it.
only if you guys find each other on Grindr.
Okay. Deal.
So you have to keep saying yes until Joe.
Oh, I'm walking the mile.
All right. We will see you next Sunday. Stay safe, America. Good night.